2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Welcome to Hollywood and Los Angeles. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and we're here at one of the great golf courses on the PGA Tour, the Riviera Country Club. Oh, what about this place?
Well, you said one of the great. No. This is the best course that they play on tour all year long. By a country mile. This is my favorite golf course from the moment I park my car in the parking lot and I walk into the men's locker room. I see the old faces, old friends. I get to walk along the Wall of Champions, the pictures, Ben Hogan, all the iconic winners around this famed club. I can't get enough of it. I am the happiest I've ever been when I set foot here, and when I leave, I'm so sad. I love this golf course, everything about it. There's not a easy, straightforward shot out there. The opening hole is the easiest one, but after that, put on your boots because it is about to get difficult. I find that all the players love this iconic venue, and that's why it brings out the best.
Everyone comes to Hollywood with a dream. What's your dream? Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today. And the birdie with big wings on the table here if they can make this one. Was on a good line. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Little birdie looking here.
Don't mind the look of this. Fair effort that. Good birdie.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Currently 1 under for the event. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Let's take another look at Tiger from earlier. Solid putt, that. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
It's an uphill shot, Luke, with a large mound to the right that you can land it on and have it kick back on the green. There's no guarantees that it will. If it stays over there, especially up on top of the mound, well, now you've got all kinds of issues with your third shot. It's a really difficult second shot to find this green in 2 that is long and narrow.
Putting for birdie here.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Handy effort, that one. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
This one's tracking. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Currently at -3 for the event. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no. Fantastic touch on this one. I gotta say, from that spot, that's exactly what they were trying to do.
Time for the second shot here at the 4th. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Such soft hands.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Yeah, this is lovely. Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 3 6th is unique in the fact that there's a bunker that sits right in the centre of the green here, Rich. These days, a modern architect would probably be shot for designing a hole like this, but we look at it as a masterpiece.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Tiger Woods, he's still got it, doesn't he? That's a shot and a half. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Oh, just missed. And that should secure the par on this one. John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with John Rahm as he gets set for his next shot here on the 12th.
Oh, this looks pure. How good was that? From downtown and gets it to drop. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Well, that's a handy shot. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
And from about 105 yards.
Oh my, right by the hole. That was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Inside a couple of feet, guaranteed birdie for him.
Currently at 6 under par overall.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. That's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play. This one heading to the bunker.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Lovely shot out of the bunker. That's in tight. And now we go to the 16th, where this happened just a moment ago.
Oh, I gotta say, this is a gorgeous thing, isn't it?
Wonderful effort. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flag stick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Ooh.
Obviously dialed in there, but not an easy shot. Super stuff.
Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 17th.
Currently 6 under for the round. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Opting for the 3-wood.
This one's going to the right.
Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
It was going to take 2 mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
8 feet to the cup.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 7 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Well, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And into the hole it goes. Let's get back to it, shall we? Chance to move to 8 under here.
This for a birdie run.
It's tracking. And that's 8 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Going with the 8-iron here. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 13th. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Oh, nice putt to make for a birdie. That's 9 under par for the round.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Oh, terrific. What an effort. Well, let's catch up with this play just a moment ago.
Check this one out from the fairway bunker. Ooh, ever so close.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
And he's hit that inside the range. Well, an important part here in terms of the tournament. A chance to move inside the top 10. Well, that's a nice line. Oh, what a super shot. And what a way to jump into the top 10. He finds himself currently tied for 9th. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure. Wonderfully played. And this putt is to move into the top 5. Looking really good, this one. Beautiful shot. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. Trailing by 4 strokes. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Lining up from around 160 yards.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
Putting for birdie. That signs off on this player's performance for the day.